No, I want to talk about budgeting. I want to start. I want to see if there's a financial firm in Red Larch. I want to open an IRA.
It's Mother Yolantha. You have to talk to her.
Yolantha. Okay, so who wants to do the recap for an inspiration?
I would like to give it a try, if that's okay with you.
Got a mouthful.
Okay. So, the party started out in a dungeon where they ended up finding a gentleman by the name of Kor trapped under some rocks. They were able to free him, and they together decided to traverse a little further into said cave. They had to fight off a few enemies who were being who we assume were part of the people who were holding Kor there.
Yep, so I'm going to help you out real quick.
Okay.
There was a half-orc
Yes.
that escaped.
Grund.
Grund.
Who we renamed Groot, I believe.
Yes. That is correct. Continue. So he escaped, then people came in.
People came in, we fought them off. Kor especially, took some stuff from them, weapons, armor, anything that could be useful for him, because he had nothing, since all his stuff was taken from him. Then they came across an elderly gentleman stuck at the end of a dark hallway, who they very strangely tried to get information out of.
Interrogate, air quotations.
Interrogate is a word for what happened.
Was his name Baragustus?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Notes.
through him, we found out where Kor's belongings were, which was called the Bethender Storage.
Correct.
Then they had to continue a little further. They went through the door to where they found a priest by the name of Larach. Larach.
Why do I have Karok?
Because you kept saying it wrong.
Oh.
I don't know. Because I said it once and then you wrote it down, and then you just kept saying it that way. But it was Larach, and who I believe we wanted, who was the leader of the people who were keeping Kor there.
Yep.
As well as he was trying to study the stones that were there. There were some stones in a room a little earlier where Kor was being kept, I believe.
Joe, do you want to help out?
Baragustus of the Believers.
Yes.
They study the stones. Larok is a high priest of the Sacred Stone Monastery. The Believers look to translate and learn from the sacred stones. Larok speaks for the stones. Also says that Larok had a currency from Mirabar shaped like what we would call a D8.
Yeah. That's what we ended up picking up from him.
Trade bars.
After we fought him, because he gave us no time to talk to him, because he threw a lantern at us immediately and tried to kill us. And almost did.
And he summoned the Earth Elemental.
He summoned
Correct.
the Earth Elemental,
And
which
we killed him.
which killed us. And then Wong dealt the final blow.
Yes, he did.
So he's dead. Larok is dead?
Super dead.
Yes. The old man is not. We knocked him out unconscious.
You spared him.
Because we didn't want him to get hurt. And then we woke him up after, and that's when we found out that my stuff is in Bethender's
Yeah,
store.
you successfully knocked out the old man and then got smoked by an earth elemental.
Yeah. And it was also
That's how we
Kor's
roll.
idea to not stay and rest and get some hit points back before going in and getting the party almost killed. And then after that, we decided that we went to a tavern, which I assume, or an inn, which was Mother Yolanta's, I assume.
I'll take it from here.
Okay.
40 days in the desert. I'm so sorry, I forgot we were still recording.
Oh, you're good.
Talking about Lent.
Well, talking about.
That's my mini, by the way.
Talking about chocolate wands. Very nice.
Thank you.
Did you paint that?
No, I got him too.
All right. So, after all of that, Joe, you get inspiration as well for doing good note taking.
Ooh, okay.
I just don't want to grab another die right now. So,
I mark it on my my thing that I have inspiration.
okay. Rule for inspiration. Do you know how inspiration works?
I only know how bardic inspiration works, which I assume is different than what you're talking about.
You can add that d20 to any die roll through the course of the night, apart from a damage roll.
Okay.
So, like an attack roll, a skill check, or anything like that, you can add
It's a
that to.
d20, right?
Well, you
My
can,
attacks can't even
you can
do-
add it to any d20 roll.
Yes, any d20 roll.
Does that
Yeah.
include an attack, just not damage?
Not damage. Yeah, that doesn't help you out with damage.
Well, okay, that makes sense.
But you can only use it tonight's session, so you have to use it
Have
tonight
to use it
or
tonight.
it goes away.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, after undoing a small metal hinge and throwing open the heavy wooden cellar doors after your long excursion through the tomb of moving stones, you're immediately hit with the smell of fresh air and morning dew settling on the grassy workyard you find yourselves in after climbing out. The yard is filled with wagon resupplies and broken saddles in a slightly unfamiliar part of town. After collecting yourselves and getting your bearings, you find yourself not too far off the main road in Red Larch. Before the sun can fully rise, you collect your battered, bloodied selves and make your way over to Mother Yolanta's, darting alley to alley to avoid the citizens of Red Larch readying themselves for the day. Eventually, you arrive at a split doorway with the familiar mist crawling out from under the door, with the once detestable but almost now welcoming smell crawling out from under the floorboards.
You wrote that, didn't you?
I did.
Very nice.
Thank
So I'm
you.
like, he's reading from the book. No, he's not, because this is stuff that we made, so... Mother Yolantha, are you in there?
No response. Yes! What is it?
We were wondering if we could come back and see we're in a bit of a bind here. We need a place to hide.
Ah, well, should have said something. She opens the door quickly and kind of wraps her arm around you and pulls you right in. For the first time, you see a kind of older woman, kind of almost a hunchback, like more like shrunken than most elderly people tend to be, but like kind of hunched over, with crazy wild white hair and one eye that seems to be almost a little bit larger than the other, kind of leaning into you. Nails relatively long and kind of almost sharpened, it seems. And you are in this strange environment. All these smells and hues and colors of smoke and fog. Smells like sort of decay with some flour to it. It's a bit odd, and it's definitely not something that you're used to.
Thor, this is Mother Yolantha.
Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Ooh. What's that smell?
Ginger tea? Oh, sorry.
In the game.
I don't like to ask.
Okay.
You'll get used to it after a few minutes.
Is this where?
It's almost quite welcoming, you might say.
Mm-hmm. She's probably shouldn't whisper quietly.
I am from. This is before our long rest.
This is before your long
Okay.
rest. You guys are still damaged.
This is where we're staying.
Mother Yolantha, we have a need of staying in your accommodations once again.
I might have to start charging you boys rent, especially if you come in looking like that all the time.
Well, that probably would be fair.
I joke. Here, come. And she kind of waves you into the small resting area that you had slept the night before, if I'm not mistaken. So, how'd you meet your new friend? And she puts a little pot onto her kettle over her fireplace.
Oh, you know, the usual way. He'd been kidnapped, beaten, and so we recruited him.
Oh, that's nice. I met my husband that way.
It's not that kind of thing between us.
We're not going that way.
I'm not one to judge. Anyway. So, you need rest. You need supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Can I be of any assistance to you? And the kettle starts to shriek.
Well,
She starts pouring a little into a few cups and some strange herbs into the bottom.
well, actually, before the biggest thing we need right now is just to rest. But was there anything that happened in the town while we were gone?
Well,
Is this,
yes.
would it be safe to go back outside looking like this?
Well, you might catch a few eyes, so to speak, but there was quite a mighty earthquake.
An earthquake.
Yes.
That was probably us. Elemental smashing.
Really?
It might have been.
Do we remember? Was there an earthquake that we know, or is that the most likely cause that we know?
That was the most likely cause. When the elemental was summoned, it had like
shook it up.
the rocket rose into the air, summoned, and then.
Actually, I think I know what that was from, and that might have been caused by our encounters in the cave. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to hear about it, though.
Oh, I'd love to hear all about it, but another time. Another time. She
Another
starts
time sounds
handing
good.
the tea over to you guys.
Is it safe to drink?
Of course it is.
Have you had it before?
And you knock it back, and it's
Back.
it's kind of like almost like a lemongrassy with hints of like rotten berries in there.
Hey, I see you're trying your kombucha.
Yes, it's quite a lively one this time.
Wow, I must feel buzzed off of that.
Here, why don't you go over here and rest? Everything will be just fine.
She can kill me in my sleep. I say this not so that she can hear me, if possible.
Make a
God.
stealth check.
Don't fail me, new dice. 15.
If I wanted to kill you, I could think of a million better ways and more fun ones to do it than that.
I'm not even sorry. I go over to where
If
she
you really
pointed.
think about it, like, I could kill you in your sleep, too.
You know, you're not wrong. But you could have also killed me when I was trapped beneath some rocks.
You boys are far too
think
interesting
you're
for me to
okay.
want to get rid of you. You bring
Right.
a bit of liveliness to the town.
Look,
I'm
this-
losing my accent.
She's fine. We've been here before, and quite frankly, it's not really cool for me to be seen right now. The last time that Wong and I were out on the streets, we were, as you know, tracked by some assassins. So we like to stay here rather than an inn.
Gotcha.
I can't say that we'd be, taking advantage of your hospitality for much longer, but at least right now, while we're kind of a wreck, as you can see, and I assume that I am like physically
You did die.
crushed. I died.
You're bloodied. You're not looking too good. Well, I'll never turn down good company. So please, rest for the night. If there's anything I can be of assistance to you, you know where I'll be. And she kind of motions over to a wheelchair, kind of looking right out the window.
Wheelchair?
Rocking chair.
Oh. All right then.
Okay.
I'm
I
feeling
go
a
to
little bit
where
more
she-
confident, and I'm really tired, so
Yeah.
I go
Yeah.
and I crash.
Yeah.
There's a cot off to the side, and there is one bed that's been cleared, and one of you can sleep on the floor.
And I assume Wong's with us.
Wong is with you guys. For the sake of this, we'll just say,
He's in the background. Nobody hurts him, and he doesn't hurt anybody.
He doesn't wake up.
yeah, he's a little drunk from that last bit.
He
sleep.
He does use that alcohol for his power, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's sleeping pretty good tonight. So
I'm jealous.
What?
pita chips.
Oh.
Oh, pita chips. I was like, that's a short way of spelling potato.
Petita?
Petita chips.
Petite chips.
Petite chips.
Chips. All right.
So the night passes by relatively uneventfully. Something in that tonic that you drank, the tea, what have you, seemed to have knocked you out pretty good. Now, by the time you wake up, the sun is actually starting to set again. 8 hours have passed, and people are just now getting ready to head home. So the streets are a little bit busy, and they wake up to the sound of Mother Yolantha and the sound of her rocking chair creaking, and her just kind of humming a little.
How we slept through that, I don't know.
That's why she gave us the tea, I'm sure.
I've probably.
Core. So I know that we've only just met and died together, but I feel like that's enough to, be able to team up a bit
For
at least
form
temporary.
some sort of trust, I agree.
I mean, a near-death experience can
Yeah.
quickly bond people. Mm-hmm. I don't trust you entirely, but I don't think you're going to kill me in my sleep.
Well, clearly I didn't.
True, yes. So we've already put that
I
to
made
the
sure of
test,
that.
too. I thought you couldn't hear me. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your humming.
No, I think Chris said that. Or did... Oh, never mind.
No, that was her.
Oh, that was her, okay.
Okay, so question.
Yes.
I'm not really comfortable in this town anymore, and I think Wong and I would really like to go to the source of these assassins that have been after us, so that we don't have to worry about them anymore. And that means going to this Sacred Stone Monastery.
Okay.
And not sure how familiar you are with the area, but
Not
it's
at
like
all.
basically on the other side of the Somber Hills from us. We're here.
Out of town.
Yeah, we'd have to go over this way.
Okay.
Or we could go through the... I don't know, we could go through here and around or something, but this is where we need to go.
Okay.
Right? I described the landscape to him. This is where the Sacred Stone Monastery is.
You have a rough idea of that
Yeah.
general area.
Don't know exactly, but in this area. So I really would like to get out of town, because every time I have to go out, I have to disguise myself.
And you said this is... We're approaching evening, right?
Well, I'm saying it now for two reasons. One is because everyone's going to bed, it might be easier to get out. There is one thing I would like to get before we leave, but I was wondering what you wanted to do first.
I would be fully on board helping you. If this involves the people who captured me, I'm fully inclined to help you destroy them.
Well, I think that it would, actually.
Okay.
Because this fella that summoned that earth elemental,
Mm-hmm. Bastard.
right, he's part of the Sacred Stone Monastery, but he's also helping these believers, who are the ones who took you.
Interesting. Like I said, I'm fully on board helping you with this. However, I would probably be at my top form if I had all my belongings with me.
Well, then that could be... There is one more... See, I'd like a better suit of armor. She's still there. You know,
That's what you were doing.
Yolantha,
Do you sell and buy things?
Well, I
Does she
sell a great many things.
Do you buy things?
Some legal, some not.
I got some stuff to sell.
I've got some stuff that you might be interested in as well as also. Some gems,
I
Pretty-
do like gems.
pretty
I have
robe.
weapons that I don't need.
I have no need for those things.
Do you sell any?
Ooh.
Weapons?
Yes.
Well, I don't sell weapons, but I can do some things to certain ones.
What I actually need, to be totally honest, is a new set of armor. Picked up the leather armor, but I think I could do one better.
Talking had some hardcore knight's armor, or
No, something still light. I'm trying to hint at the DM because I can't remember what it's actually called. Light armor, but a little bit tougher than leather.
Isn't
Studded
that studded leather?
Is it studded leather? I think it is studded leather.
I believe so.
I have some.
Or I wonder if like this leather could be studded. I don't know, but I'd like to get some armor like that because I'm tired of getting pulverized.
See, I would also like to get armor like that.
So we
However,
both
I
have-
already have some with my belongings.
So, suppose we get your belongings, then we've just got one set of armor, and we have to decide who gets it.
That, or we can sell the splint armor that I have, that I stole from the priest.
You do have other things in your possession too.
Yes.
Everything that you had when you made your character
Yeah.
is now missing.
Right.
Apart from what you got in that cave.
Right. But the splint armor is what I grabbed off the guy.
You have splint armor currently.
Yes.
If we wanted to find,
Which I'm not wearing.
Okay, if we wanted to find your, we could buy new stuff for you, and we've actually got quite a bit of money right now. Or we could go and try to find this, but I mean, where would that be?
Well, I found out from the old man that my stuff is at a place called Bethender's Storage.
Bethenda. Criminal.
Does
Ask
he-
me.
Does he have his storage in this town?
Yes, he does. Here, take a look. She gestures towards the map.
I mean, I'm
Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Right,
showing
prick
you
that
waypoint
one.
now. See, if we could just go there, you know, perhaps sneak in, grab my stuff,
You mean
get you your stuff, whatever you need. I can
mean
give you
steal
this
it?
money. Well, I mean, it is
Please.
my stuff, so technically I would just be grabbing it and taking it back.
you're stealing from a criminal?
Which
Re-stealing.
correct. Unstealing, I would say.
Unstealing.
Yes.
I like this word.
Yeah, it's better than re-stealing.
Yolanta, why,
If this involves stealing from that Bethender, I'd be willing to sponsor such an expedition.
really? What can you offer?
Well, you see, he cheated me out of a storage place for a couple of frog's eyes. Said he wouldn't take them for some reason. So, I've always wanted revenge on him anyway. But, what I can do, you two seem like you're running low on supplies. So,
A bit.
have you need for any types of potions?
I got
Almost
nothing.
always.
I mean, I can cure, but there's only so
To
much
a
I can
point.
do.
To a point, yeah.
To a point.
Most of my abilities just uncover protection for myself. Can't even help you.
I can help me and others, but again, there's a limit to what I can do.
Actually, I might be able to help you now.
Well, what I could offer
too,
you
but yes.
is one of these. And she holds out a, what looks to be a potion of healing, but it's almost glowing with some type of arcane energy. The
Well,
same
that's a
color,
pretty thing.
but more potent.
What did you do to it?
Are you sure you want to know?
I think so. Before we drink it, yeah, I think we do.
Only because we know you're so creative.
Yeah.
Roll a, what would that be?
Persuasion?
Persuasion check.
Me or him or both.
Oh, me.
Okay.
Charisma is me.
Oh, but me too. By the way.
Oh, right, because
17.
you would 20.
Wow, nice.
My charisma is my magic. So
My charisma is my magic, except I have more of it. But
that's yeah. You don't need
the
strength
thing is,
as much as I do.
Yeah,
though.
the thing is, I have a 20 in charisma and a 6 in strength. So, you know, you balance things out.
Yeah.
All right. Persuasion. I have rolled a 23.
Okay. Well, you see, the tricky thing about these potions is that anything that heals must be taken from the heart of a beast. And this was crafted with something very potent.
The heart of a boar.
No, more than that. Hill giants.
A hill giant?
Yes.
What does it do that makes it different from a healing potion?
Well, you could say it's got more kick to it.
Oh, okay.
So it would heal us more.
More.
Yes. You could say it'd be superior healing.
Oh! I'm glad we got there. That's an excellent word to describe it with. So you'd give us that in exchange for stealing our own gear back from...
Oh, I don't like
A
it.
man you hate?
Is
You
there
want us to kill him?
Well,
No.
is there anything that you'd like from him that we could retrieve for you?
He has nothing that interests me.
So you're just happy
I more
knowing
want
that...
to see chaos befall him.
Well, I'm sure we can cause some of that.
I'm okay with this.
Um,
I do. We do.
perhaps he has some studded leather armor too. We could
There we go.
steal some other stuff.
Exactly.
So we're gonna be thieves for the night.
I'm in.
Oh, I'm loving this option.
Well, we also have, you know, if we wanted to stop by, we've picked up a bunch of stuff we may not need. Like, I got weapons I don't use.
I have an idea. How's your stealth abilities?
As long as I don't wear that splint armor, I think I'm good. Maybe. I don't want to metagame, but
+3?
yeah.
No, that's about what I've got. Actually, that's more than me. However, what if...
But you can turn invisible.
No, I can't.
Is that not what you did? I thought you did that last time.
Did I turn invisible last time?
You did. You turn invisible and hide behind a bunch of guys.
Yeah. You're just like in their face.
So, yeah, I
Unless you
decided
unprepared that spell.
I decided to focus my efforts elsewhere.
Gotcha.
I have a couple things that could help us out, though.
Okay.
I can fully disguise myself. completely.
No one knows me,
Not
so
even
I'm
illusion.
already
It's more of
disguised.
an alteration of self.
Gotcha.
Transformation.
People not like tieflings here.
Well, this tiefling thing has not been the problem. I'm just a little worried about showing my face, considering that there's appearing to be somebody out there who wants to ruin
Kill you.
Yes.
Well, they don't know me.
Right.
So I think I'm good.
Right. That's my point. So
Gotcha.
I could create an opportunity for you.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I might be able to do this much simpler. Yolantha. How many work at this Bathender's storage? Is it just him?
Let me think. I know that he has some helpers. Yes, there's a few helpers there. I know that during the daytime, he has a half-orc woman that helps. And also another man. Just to help things, load from place to place.
At night?
That I'm not sure.
Are they very
Friendly?
fighting worthy looking individuals?
Well, they're awful burly. Gotta be able to move those crates.
All right. You see, I don't have the invisibility thing, but I think that it would be relatively easy to have this Bathender sleep while we do what we need to do. It
So
would
wait till
be
the dead of night.
Well, he doesn't live there, if that's what you're thinking of.
Oh, it was.
Oh.
He doesn't live there.
No.
Okay, so
Most
what
likely he's not
when
gonna
he's
be
at
there.
night? What's to stop anyone from walking in there?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. See, you don't get out much.
They could have guards. Night guards.
All right.
But you never know.
I have the ability to put people to sleep. Been working on this. Been kind of focusing more on that than the ability to stay invisible.
Fair.
So, I can also teleport. I kind of forgot that I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can teleport.
Do you have to know what the area looks like before you can teleport there? Thanks so much.
Yes, I have to be able to see that space.
So unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to... Can you teleport another person with you?
No, unfortunately, no. But what I'm trying to do is, I could easily distract. I'm sure I could think of something to distract.
Set
and perhaps
guard.
you could get in. Take what we need.
I mean, I know what my stuff looks like.
Do we have a bag of holding?
No. I'm sure some of the other guys.
There's Yolanta.
Are you asking her?
Yeah.
What is it you're looking for exactly?
A bag that holds things.
I've heard of arcane bags that can hold an infinite amount, or a seemingly infinite amount of items, and not weigh anymore.
A little pocket dimension, then.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's nothing I have at this exact moment, but it's something that I can imbue some runes into for the right price.
All right. Been needing one of these for a while. What would be the right price?
150 gold.
I mean, who's that?
I think so.
What if,
I'd have to sell some stuff. For
Actually, I think I might have some things that could help you out here. Do you know what this is? And I show her a moonstone.
Yeah,
I can't remember where I got this. Joe can't remember where I got this.
that's fine. I know where you did.
Can you remind Joe?
That was one of the pieces from the Necromancer's Cave.
Oh, way back when.
Yep.
So what if I'm not quite sure of the worth of one of these, but what if we gave you one of these and moved it down to 100 gold and one of these?
I hear you have more gems.
Would you prefer a trade with gems?
Oh, I like shiny things.
I take a handful of. I have 40 gold worth of green gems.
That's like that's like enough to fill like the inside of your palm.
I open up my palm, show her the green gems.
Cheap immediately.
Did you just give her drugs?
Yes.
unfortunate timing, or did you actually just give her drugs?
Give her drugs. Yes.
Her pupils immediately dilate.
I thought they were gems.
Is that enough?
Is that working?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Yes, it is working, but it's not giving me the option to reset it. It just gave me continue.
All right, then just continue.
Thanks, man.
Is that enough for you?
We could work this into the price. We were gonna sell these anyway.
What do you say to the gems, moonstone, and that fancy jacket you wore in? And I'll
This
tell
one?
you what. I'll make your holding bag out of the material.
Out of the jacket?
Out of the jacket?
It's more like a robe.
You talking about the robe with the gems that we picked up?
Yes.
Okay. That's your thing now.
I mean, that would be cool. Is there some advantage to having a bejeweled bag of holding?
Well, you seem to like your dazzling good looks.
It's a bedazzled bag of holding.
I can't deny that I do. I really like this plan, actually.
It's got some snazz to the bag. Making it look snazzy.
What am I gonna do with that other moonstone, though?
You have another?
This is the first time you've mentioned this to me. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I've got another one. I feel like I could get something for that, you know? You know anyone who would be interested in just... I like this first transaction. But I feel like I could get another whole transaction with another moonstone.
How about for a regular potion peeling?
So, we're talking 40 gold worth of these green gems, 2 moonstones, and that jeweled robe. And you give us a bejeweled bag of holding and a potion of healing. You're additionally going to give us a superior potion of healing just for doing this quest.
Oh, yes. I do get to keep some of the gems off of the cloak.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm sure you wouldn't need the entire material just to make a bag.
No.
How soon would this be ready?
I could probably have it ready for you by tomorrow night. 24 hours.
So we'll
If
have
I'm
to-
uninterrupted.
Well, we
I
can,
joke, of course. I never sleep.
That could give us time to get me rid of this splint armor that I'm not going to wear because it's
possibly
heavy as hell.
gain the other supplies that we need.
Yeah, get some more money because I have nothing because they stole everything from me and it's back in that storage unit.
Would you be willing to give us the superior potion in advance, just in case we need it?
Make a persuasion check.
Did she just growl at us?
I don't know. I'm gonna roll and find out.
Okay.
Inspiration,
Ooh, nice.
18.
You drive a hard bargain, Mr. Caxless. You're lucky I think you're cute. And she hands over.
I am lucky you think I'm cute.
She hands over both of the vials. You're
Milady.
welcome.
you.
Milady.
Yeah.
Tip the fedora.
You realize this does not go over well in audio format. But you were
Neither
chewing.
does chewing into the
That's
mic.
true. That's very true.
Whoops.
So, do you want to wait on the bag before we do this?
I think that the bag can wait for us. However,
What?
do you would I have a... This is an awkward question, but can you exchange some coins for me? Do you have, like, I have a whole bunch of silver.
I have no need for cash.
Crap. You
This
then why'd
is
you
really-
ask for 150 gold?
If I was to leave some things here, she didn't. She asked for gems.
Oh.
If I was to leave some things here, could they be safe and I could pick them up later?
Do you think you can trust me?
Oh, Yolantha, what is not to trust?
Fine. Leave your things.
I'm going to
Consider it a down payment against your potion.
leave 345 silver pieces. Because
On the floor.
they've really been weighing me down.
Right then.
Can we mark that there's that much saved at her place right now?
Yes. 345 silver pieces.
You can put it in the notes section. If you
Well.
wanted to.
Yeah, actually, I should.
Are you leaving
D&D
anything
Beyond
else?
app.
Are
Are
you
you get their
leaving-
sponsored?
Are you leaving anything else there? The coins and
Are you almost
Well, the robe.
yep,
what's it called? The fancy word for carrying too much?
over encumbered.
Yeah.
I don't concern.
I like to do it just for the fun of
Oh, okay.
challenging. Make sure I
If you
don't carry
try
too
and
much.
like carry a caravan over, then yeah, I'm gonna say something, but I'm not concerned.
Unencumbered is you're fine.
Yeah.
You're not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans.
Now about this cloak, there is this symbol here. Do you want me to work it into the patchwork of your bag?
What's the symbol?
What is the symbol?
The symbol that you've seen before, the symbol that denotes the way of the sacred stone.
I don't think. I mean,
I don't know if you want to attract that kind of
I
attention.
would think no.
Right.
These are the people we're trying to end, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I have other ways of making it look like we're part of that group if need be.
Yeah.
Look,
And if people recognize the cloak, now part as a bag, they might think that we killed this dude.
if we actually needed that kind of symbol somewhere, though,
Right.
look, I go, and I use minor illusion to make a temporary stamp of that
Sure.
symbol on his forehead. Look in a mirror, and you can see it.
I walk into some
There's
reflective
one
surface,
not too far away. You can see your reflection in the window.
and then I turn to him and just say, "Rude." Thank you.
Whoom, remove it.
Thank you. So, are we going to go to Bethender while she's making the bag, or do we need the bag?
No, I say while she's making the bag.
Oh, fair. That makes sense.
Is there anything stopping us from going right now?
Well,
Well,
Long's still asleep,
sun-
so I don't think he's going to be coming along.
The sun is just about to set. You may want to take a look at it before that happens.
Yeah.
Look at the sun?
No.
Oh, look at the place. I should mean.
Things get rather dark
You
around
can
here.
scope it out. What time do shops close?
Usually after like the civil twilight, so like the sun goes down, there's like 30 to 40 minutes of like basically wrapping up while there's still daylight, and then people
Have you
start
been to
head
any
home.
shops here?
Mm-hmm.
All cleared, no trouble.
The shopkeepers seem fine. Except for that that stone place, the stoneworks.
Yeah, I don't think I need to go there.
No. But what I'm thinking is I could disguise myself.
Mm-hmm.
We go down to Bethender's storage.
Mm-hmm.
You're an unfamiliar face.
True.
So if you're confident just going like that, we could go now, walk right in as customers and talk and look around, call it a scouting mission. And then after closing time, then we have a better idea of what we can do inside.
I'm in.
All right then.
Let's go check it out.
I'm going to cast Alter Self.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
am
going
just
to
me.
I don't have a current thought of what to do with that.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted you to be aware of it because
I
you
d-
still don't know much about it.
Yeah, I'm going to add it to my equipment because I do keep forgetting about it.
Is this unpublic knowledge?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
yes.
No, that's fine. I just was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
But if I'm not supposed to know, then it's fine.
Everybody has secrets.
I love it.
All right, so I'm going to alter myself.
Sure.
What should I look like? Let's get creative here.
What's most of the town look like? What's the race?
Most of the people in this town are human.
Could be a human.
Mm-hmm.
Would be like an average-looking human. You don't want to be too attractive or too ugly.
It's,
That's what I'm saying.
I would say that it's about 70% human. Every other race, you've seen at least maybe one or two people walking around in, but the general populace is human.
Whatever you pick, just make sure it's not doesn't invite attention.
I will transform into a dwarf.
Okay.
Um,
Your size shrinks even further.
yes.
Okay, you're really short for a tiefling, are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty short. Yeah. I will transform into a dwarf, tighten my robes again, and tighten my belt, and roll up my pants.
So they don't shrink with you?
So
That's
I don't actually know if they do. It's a transformation,
Your
not an
uniform?
illusion.
I would. It's not an illusion, it's a transformation,
Yeah.
so I think that your clothes would stay the same size.
I will
Okay.
turn into like a dwarf with very red hair and beard, younger features, not too heavy, more of a actually no, yeah, more ruddy figure, someone who looks like they've, brawny hands, calloused hands, couple of marks on the face, scars and scuffs and what
Like
so
a
it
don't
looks like
F with me kind of.
that, but also like I work very hard on like
To survive.
mining. Or,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like he's gonna look like a guy who has made his living by physical labor.
Sure.
Cool.
And I'm gonna try to remember how to speak like a dwarf. That
Right.
wasn't too
Got
bad
the
actually.
accent change right there, don't you?
Yeah, I have a hard time getting into the Scottish accent. That wasn't
Scottish
too
accent.
bad though.
No, that's good.
It just, yeah.
All right then, so off to Baldur or Bathander storage.
Bathanders.
Yolantha, what do you think?
Oh, I liked you better the other way.
I did too. Who wouldn't?
All right, is there anything else you guys want to do before you head out?
I am all set to do some scoping out.
All right, now get out of here! And she starts to like push you like by the front of, or the middle of your back and starts pushing you out the door and slams it right behind you. I have work to do.
Does she know that we? She closed the door, right?
Yes.
Does she know that that Wong is still unconscious over there?
Is
Forget.
Wong still asleep?
Walk's still asleep. He slept through the whole
Just,
thing.
just let it be.
All right, yeah.
All right then.
Let's go check it out.
Yes. By the way, if you have to call me by name,
What's your dwarf name?
we gotta think of one real quick, don't we? I'm always thinking of names. Do you want to have the fun of it this time?
Gordon.
Gordon it is.
But like garden.
Guard.
Garden.
Garden.
Right. Let's move on with that name then.
All right.
All right,
Gordon Firebeard.
Ooh,
All right.
I like it.
So the last few rays of sunlight are starting to disappear behind the mountains behind you. Making your way into town, people seem to be carrying about their regular lives. You don't seem to draw very much attention. Just a couple of guys wandering around. Are you still wearing your armor?
Which one?
Your splint armor?
I'm not wearing it. No, I was not
okay.
wearing it.
All right.
I don't think I ever put it on.
I'm wearing my leather armor after that.
I'm wearing leather as armor as well. I took it off a dude
All right.
from at least what I wrote down.
Okay. But your appearance doesn't show it
I mean, I have a robe over it.
over it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
That's what Caxilus usually has. So
Gotcha. So, making your way southward in the town of Red Larch, you come across 4 identical, well-built warehouses standing there in ground covered in raked gravel and some dirt patches. Just on the edge of the small perimeter is a well-crafted wooden sign that reads, Bathander Storage, rent space by 10 day, month, or year. As you start to approach the perimeter, you notice a well-dressed man, appearing to be probably in about his mid-30s, hurries to greet you as you approach. Kind of a chestnut hair and a matching scraggly beard approaches you and says, welcome to Bathander's, the only 24-hour storage this side of Waterdeep. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
greetings, Bathander.
Please, call me Ergo.
Oh, we're on a first name basis, are we?
Ergo Bathander, pleasure to meet you.
Gordon Firebeard, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I don't know why I didn't actually shake her hand. Sorry, just choking on a carrot.
Joe, make a constitution check.
2.
It's a 2. Fate of the die, baby.
And this is my friend.
Cor Haddock at your service.
Cor, pleasure to meet you.
We have some need of some storage, and we were directed in your shop.
Right. What are we looking to store? How long?
Well, we probably need it to store for about a month, I'd say, right?
Month or so.
Yeah, we're going to be going out to town, and we want to make sure that things stay safe.
I see. Chilled or no?
Pardon?
Chilled or no?
No, not chilled.
No, nothing that would require any kind of low temperature.
I'd like to see the state of your storage houses first, though, if you don't mind. Some of the things might be better suited for a cleaner environment. I don't want to see any rust or mold, you know. Other things I'm not so concerned about.
Make a persuasion check.
19.
I'd be happy to show you around the perimeter, but just for the privacy of all my customers, we're inclined to not take you indoors, you see.
Well, I can't really argue with that. That's good. That was a test. You passed. I want to make sure that my possessions, when they're in your capable hands, are not going to be displayed for the whole town to see.
Of course, no one wants their dirty laundry being aired out in front of others.
No. Funny enough, dirty laundry is not something that we're trying to store, though. It'll be various pieces of armor, a couple of weapons, and some precious stones.
I see. Well, follow me. And he brings you into a small office built into one of the areas. Is my map over there? Maybe. He takes you around the side of one of the buildings and, yeah, clear this. On the side of one of the buildings is a small office built into the side of it.
Oh, damn, that's way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
We're gonna need some space.
Okay, hold on.
I'm doing my tea. I'm going to move it.
If this is a stealth mission, you guys need as much room as possible.
Ooh, we can grab the other chair for the snacks.
Yeah, there you go.
Not great with stealth, but here we go.
I'm probably mediocre at best.
I mean,
Well, you guys don't have to sneak in.
I mean, not now.
There's plenty of ways. That's not my phone. There's plenty of ways for you guys to tackle this.
We will learn.
Also, just because we're all standing up and stuff.
Let's see. This would be north for you guys.
So this is
Do you
like
want your chips?
storage buildings, like you store it incorporated.
Basically.
Okay.
They would take your things off your hands and then store them in one of the containers for you. But after that is done, then you'd have to talk to somebody. But it looks like, from what you've seen, there are at least two people that are kind of patrolling the grounds. Patrol's not a good word. They're workers, moving things from place to place, keeping an eye on stuff. You see a couple of them come and go. It is the same people that Mother Yolantha told you about, a half-orc woman and a human male. And he takes you into the office, which looks to be a relatively nice area. There's a table set up and there's chairs on both sides of it. There's a few business ledgers and stuff like that on the wall. And behind him is a set of keys, key holders. They are empty at the time.
Okay.
You guys can both make perception checks really quick.
Just a second.
And I'll actually just do this for right now.
Okay, not rolling on the map next time. Perception?
Yep.
I think I don't have a modifier for that, so I think
have-
this is what I rolled.
I have a 13.
Okay.
I actually rolled an 18.
All right.
Okay then.
So you have noticed that there are 6 rings of keys on his side that he's wearing on him on like a small key ring.
6 keys on one ring.
6 keys on one ring, correct. But there are, behind his desk area, there are multiple key ring holders.
All right.
So,
So we're in.
you are
in
in
the
this office, which is a kind of branched off part of one of the storage areas. So it's about half office, half storage.
I'm not saying we have to move our minis all the time, but that's just to remind me where we are.
Yep. So if you don't mind my asking, what exactly are we looking to store? No perishables or...
Well, as I said, some precious stones, some armor, some weapons, things that just we're hoping to resell, but we're going to be traveling a little bit before we can do that.
Do you have a caravan that I can take a look at and see exactly how much we're looking at?
No, not with it right now. No, we wanted to scout out and make sure that we would have enough space to store things And, just we're new to town. We wanted to make sure that the business was validated before we entrusted our goods to you. Of
course.
No offense, it's just, procedures.
Oh,
in
of course,
business.
of course. Now, if you're looking to do it for a month, and he opens up his big ledger and kind of starts taking a number of things,
I'll just keep talking, by the way, until you...
it's going to be running you probably about 140 for the month. 140 gold.
140 gold for a month.
Yes.
Right. Tell me, what access would we have during that month in case we need to come back early and do some retrieval of certain items? Would we have access to the storage between now and then, or would it be simply we can't get in until a month, or how does this work?
No. You see, we're one of the only 24-hour storage facilities this side of the Waterdeep. So there's always somebody on the premises, either in the office here or keeping an eye on things, waiting for customers to come by, or clients, if you like. If you do need to be let into your things, just give them a voucher, which I'll give to you, and then they'll be able to get your things for you. There's always 2 people on hand. They'd be more than happy to give you a hand.
All right.
Is there a chance? You did mention that you, according to your rules, which we completely understand, that we wouldn't get a tour of the inside of the facilities, but could we perhaps be shown where our spot essentially would be, just to make sure what it looks like, and just for my own peace of mind's sake, to make sure it's secure.
If I can reword what my coworker is saying, I would really like to know, are we dealing with... Are there shelves in here? You don't have to show us, of course, because I understand the privacy, but are we dealing with shelves, or is it just an empty space where stuff is thrown in willy-nilly?
Well, I'll tell you what. And he goes up around the other side of the corner and opens up a small little, like a peering door.
Aye.
And you guys get to take a look inside. It's not very well lit, so obviously...
I have dark vision.
Wait, how do you have dark
I'm
vision?
a half elf.
Oh, okay.
Every class except for humans and gnomes.
Dragonborn, I think.
Dragonborns don't. That's right. Yeah. So you're able to see the inside fairly well. There are some shelving units. It's mostly things that are in crates, so it doesn't seem like there's many loose objects around. There are a few scattered here and there, but you get the sense that they're not covered in dust, so they've been there pretty recently. Most everything else is in crates, barrels, or boxes.
Can I make, while I'm looking, can I make an investigation check or something to see if I recognize anything that could be potentially be my belongings in that specific storage area?
That would be more of a perception check, but yes, you get.
Can I also, or is there only space for one of us to look?
It's only large enough for one to look, but the both of you can be like, oh, okay.
Okay.
And then have the next person take a look.
Let me use my inspiration. Actually, no, I'm not. That was a 9, and that's... Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 17.
I got an 11, so it's up to you.
I got a 17.
Okay. So, Caxos, you're able to see that most of the things that are inside of there, if it's loose, as in, sword over here, bag over here, whatever the case may be, it seems to have been freshly put there. Once it's been in there for quite some time, it gets boxed up, if it doesn't seem like the owner's going to be coming for a while.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the things are all clumped together in nice tidy piles, but if it's something that's only been there for a certain amount of time, then it's going to be in a pile, not in long storage, basically. But no trace of any equipment that you're looking for. Why don't you remind him what exactly it is that you're missing?
Say we spoke about it at Eulanthus.
Okay. Basically, it's... I mean, I don't know how they'll have it presented.
I'm assuming you're missing a shield, sword, and armor. But that's
not a shield. Although I'm looking to buy one. A long sword, a paladin sort of focus for my... That just came with my starter stuff. A crossbow, hand crossbow with some bolts. Actually, I wrote it down. I don't know why I'm trying to remember it myself. Boots. I'm looking for... They're not particularly normal boots.
Okay, special
Wow,
boots.
that's a YouTube channel.
It is.
A hand axe.
Normal Boots is a YouTube gaming channel.
A hand axe and my studded leather, and then typical stuff that you get as starting class, like water skin, torch, and real clothes and all that stuff.
All right.
But that's basically
All right.
the sense of
You're
it.
supposed to sound late now.
So is this something you're interested in doing then?
Very much so. One last question. Oh shoot! I actually did have a question, and hold on. Joe forgot what it was.
Well, he's
I'll
thinking
think about it.
if I just look kind of like having been given tour around the facility and everything, what are our impressions of just in general us later on wanting to attempt this like infiltration? Like what are we? What's
Isn't
the kind
that,
of like?
Isn't that our job to figure that out?
Yeah, so when you get
He's not
outside
gonna
of
tell
here,
us how to
I mean, no, I know that.
you've
But
seen this so far. Your characters don't know anything
Okay.
about the rest of this.
Well, we saw that there were 4 buildings.
You saw that there are 4 buildings.
okay.
I'm having a hard time. I did have an important question, and I'll remember it in a second. But by the way, what are these buildings back here?
Private storage.
Private storage, as opposed to.
Well, see, there's premium storage that you can buy if you need to have 24 access to your things to come and go as you please. Some people don't like the idea of keeping all their things together in one spot with other people's possessions. So there is premium storage for those who want to keep things a little bit more personal.
Well, how much is the storage for that?
Well, for your types of items, I can't imagine why you'd be needing it, but it'd probably run you another 20% or so.
I was thinking more further like the gems and such.
I see. Well, let's see.
I'm trying not to sound like Jester.
That would...
No,
Getting
it's
there.
fine.
We'd raise you another 60 gold, I'd say. Plus, you
Alright.
get your own key. Come and go as you like.
Oh, no, your own key. See, that's what I'm. That's kind of what I would want. Is just a way to get in and out.
Do you happen to know? I have. The reason we came down here in the first place is by recommendation, actually. We got.
And who recommended you?
It was a man by the name of.
Who are you trying to remember?
Larock. He's an old friend, priest. He said he's been here before and recommended that this is a good place to store some stuff should we need some room for travel.
Oh, I remembered what I was gonna say too.
One moment.
Yep.
First, I need you to make a deception check.
That is a 24.
We see a lot of people come and go from here. You know, we try and be as friendly as possible, but we can't remember every face that comes along.
I remember what I was going to ask. What happens if someone doesn't come back after quite a while? Do you have a sort of a lost and found, or do you perhaps resell any of the items that have just been unclaimed for too long?
Well, it depends on the terms of your contract. You see, we do have a leasing what's the word I'm thinking of? Like if you pawn something
Well, that's
and you
what
don't
I
come
was
back
asking.
after a certain amount of time.
Yes.
Yes, your items would go to an auction if you don't come back after about a year or so.
Do you have any of those items up for auction right now, or?
Looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm looking for a new set of armor.
I see. Well, our auctions are usually held at the end of the week, so it'll be a few days before then, but I can certainly keep it in mind.
All right then. Good to know. Good to know. Well, I think that's everything we need to know at this point. We'll go back and discuss the budget aspect of this. And what time are you open till?
24 hours.
You're here 24 hours.
Well, I'll be here for probably the next... Then he kind of, like, opens the door a little bit. No windows, by the way. No windows on the inside of here. Opens the door a little bit, takes a look. Well, actually, you probably just got me on my way out.
All right, so who should we ask for if we come back then to use the space?
Well, there's 2 employees that'll be coming around here any minute now. They might even be here now. And, one of them's an elven man by the name of Eden. And a younger dwarf girl named Nora.
Would you mind if I write that down for a second here?
Elven man named Eden. And a young woman dwarf named Nora.
These are your employees?
Yes.
And who
They keep the night watch.
who was... what happened to my Scottish accent? I can't remember how to... There it is. That's a little better now. Well, who are the other 2 that we see walking around there now? Oh my gosh, I can't stick with the Scottish accent. I don't know what it is.
Well, you can't have people working 24 hours a day. But those are the other two that help me load things.
They won't be here later.
No, they're probably going to be getting out at the same time I do.
Oh, I'm
They
sorry.
got the day shift?
I understand
Yes.
now.
The good hours.
Yeah.
Alright, what were your employees' names so we can come back and know who to ask for?
Well, I'll always be here during the daytime. If you need anything, you can just come find me.
Well, it's probably for us, we're looking to probably do this more like tonight, so probably.
So it would be
Son of a
Nora
gun.
and Eden then?
Accent.
Who would be here overnight?
Nora and Eden would
Okay.
be who you'd want to talk to.
And, okay. The Thunder Storage. Ergo the Thunder.
Ergo.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. We're going to go. Ugh. I really want to do the Scottish, but I can't figure it out.
We're leaving.
We're going to go back.
We'll discuss budgets and everything, and we'll probably be back tonight to finalize.
At least
The
make
details of
nothing
what
else.
we
We
would
need to
like.
make a list of inventories. So
That as
thank you
well.
very much for your help.
Of course.
Hopefully, we'll be seeing you again soon.
Sounds good to me. And
Have a good night.
he opens the door and leads the two of you out and closes the door behind you, not following you. As you do leave, you do start to notice it does starting to rain a little bit, a slight drizzle as you guys are starting to make your way out.
Looking at the door that we just walked out of, and having seen like this door here, just a standard wooden door, or something a little fancier, harder to a little bit more built.
The actual buildings are wooden. The doors themselves are metal and wood kind of combined together. Like metal locks, metal hinges,
Gotcha.
everything like that.
Man, I should have had the knock spell.
A lot more secure than your standard, kick the door in the dungeon type deal.
Gotcha. All right. I guess we mosey on back over to.
Do these all have little like slide and look-in things?
You only saw that on the interior here.
All right. Was it glass?
No, it was a little wooden panel that moved out of the way.
So I could have put a hand through there.
In theory. Hi.
There's an instant messenger now in this game.
Really?
Okay.
It's called Her Story. It's really interesting. I'll have to tell you about it.
Okay.
Lost my train of thought.
Glass. No glass. Stick your hand through.
There's no obtrusions in the way.
Okay.
So is there anything else you guys want to look at about these facilities while you're here?
When we were talking about these two, was there like a way? He says there's no windows, but did we actually go out with him? And as he was explaining them to us, did he show us these buildings?
No, you just asked about them, so he kind of explained it. People ask about that all the time. You got the...
On our way out,
Yeah.
could we get a glance kind of this one or something? Because it's right on the corner.
Sure, you take a peek around the corner, and you do notice that... Actually, make a perception check.
No, that's good.
20.
Okay. You you do notice the two guards that he has on his employment. There's actually a female half-orc
Yeah.
and a male human lifting a large crate. And as you happen to come around the corner, you notice them like draping a piece of cloth over the side of a large crate that has that same symbol, that same runic symbol on the crate that they just draped it over. And I'm like, come on, we need to get this over to.
Okay. We'll keep going and head back to
Yolantha's
Elanthus. Wait till
before my spell wears off.
before his spell starts up.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, you guys make your way back, and you find yourself back at Mother Yolantha's house. By the time that you get there, the rain has started to turn into a very heavy, not heavy, a very steady stream. Off in the distance, you do start to hear the crackle of...
Thunder?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I should be more specific.
No, you're good, you're good. I was like, war? Or
Yes.
we're back.
We just need to stick around here for just about an hour.
Oh, I was getting lonely.
Oh, well,
Come in.
Was Wong
Opens the
still
door. Wong is... fucking still asleep.
all right then.
But
He'll be there for a while.
So I tell him, because I don't know if you saw, that I saw the sigil. I saw the sigil that was on your robes that you took.
Sigil.
Sigil. the sigil that was on the robes.
That's the sacred
I saw
stone.
them moving a crate into one of the private chambers you asked about. So I think
All right.
if that's his storage, or their storage, essentially what we're looking for is in there.
All right then, and I saw that he had the keys. The keys would be either in here or in his.
Did you say that the key
On his
rack
belt
was
then.
empty?
He had
key-
the keys, and there were keys in the office.
He had keys on him. There were empty key racks there.
Irish is so much easier.
You would...
Okay. So he had keys, but there was nothing on the key rack.
Correct.
Okay. So he probably
also-
takes them with them.
But if anyone needs to come in there, they said that they had their
Well,
own
the
private
guards
key.
probably have it too.
Right, so there's someone who has a private key and the guards.
Correct.
So, but if they're off the shift, then this Nora and Eden would be the ones.
They would have the keys.
They would have the keys.
Oh. Or we could try, if they're not around.
Did he
busting
say it
in
was
with
just a girl and
It was an elf man,
Man.
and a
Elven
young
man.
dwarf.
And a young girl.
a young dwarf girl? Like how young? I
Like
mean,
early 20s. Like our age, as a dwarf.
like easily
The elven guy, like
easily
30s.
intimidatable.
They're dwarves. They're
Not like a child.
Okay.
Oh, intimidable. Gotcha.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
It involves the alter self spell again.
Okay.
And
Clearly you mastered it in the last infiltration.
I'm a little embarrassed that I can't do it for you too, because that would be perfect. But
No one knows me, that's okay.
if we can make sure that those guards don't come back while we're there, which presumably they wouldn't because their shift is over,
Mhm.
I can look just like either one of them. Go in and say, hey, I need the key for this one.
That's true.
You, of course, should be there in case things go south.
I could.
You're looking to kill some folks?
Yolanta.
No!
Oh.
That's why I'm saying I disguise myself as one of their
I
own.
want you to cause a little bit of trouble. Don't take any of them out.
Mother
I'm not
Yolanta.
going to.
You know that bag you've been working on? That piece of the cloak or the robes that you're using,
Yes.
or that we're not using, that the symbol that we don't want on there. Could I have that?
Well, yes, it's right over here. And she kind of hands you a little, kind of snarled up piece of cloth.
Okay.
But it's been trimmed around, obviously, to cut it out.
We could use this as perhaps a symbol of identification.
Or again, we could use this minor illusion tattoo of it, or this minor illusion scarification of it, or
Right,
this
but I
minor
can't-
illusion branding.
But
of
it's
it.
for me. Because
I can put it on you.
Oh.
And I can make that wherever you want. It's just a minor illusion. I mean,
Well, I
that's,
take it
that's
anyway.
fine too. That's fine too.
I'd pocket it.
Sure.
Just in case we get separated and I don't have it. This
Sure.
is my backup plan.
Sure.
But even then, we might not even need to disguise you as one of them if we just have that identification on us. We could just walk up to them with that on there.
That's true, but I would feel a lot more comfortable being one of them.
As long as they're not around.
Right.
No.
So like I could disguise myself as the burly man that was there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could come along with me. We'll make sure to give you like a very prominent tattoo on your forearm, perhaps, of this symbol, and then I'll come in and say, you know, Nora, we need the key for the storage shed. We left something in there that we need tonight, and just try to play it key and then make it up from there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
I'm
that
okay with that.
Yolanta's right. No bloodshed this time, including
I'll
our
control
own,
myself.
possibly.
I don't want to get the whole city guard on us either.
No,
These
no.
seem like innocent folks. I'm not going to
Right.
kill people who don't
Right.
deserve it.
The idea would be we come in as one of them and just walk in and see what we need.
Sure. I like this plan.
The trickiest part is you're going to be an unfamiliar face.
I do want to mention that you have not seen either of these two employees. You saw
Right.
the other daytime.
The daytime one. That's what he
Right.
means.
Okay.
I'm
The
saying
human
I'll be
man.
one of the
Oh,
daytime
okay.
employees, and
I see.
I'll come back, talk to the nighttime employees, and say, something like, "Oh shoot, I forgot something. Can I get the keys so I can?"
I
get
was
this thing out?"
at first I was with you.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about one of those two, but no, I like that plan better if you're gonna be there because they're not gonna be there.
They're not going to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that plan. I'm okay with this.
All right. Do you want to execute it right now?
Do we give it like time? Make sure they've left.
We wanna make sure
Give it
that
like an
they've
hour
left.
or
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So some
Make
time
sure Wong
passes
is
by.
actually alive.
You check one. He does have a pulse.
Okay, good.
He just kind of.
We find out that he drank more and then just fell like asleep again.
Yeah. That's the idea.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, at this point the rain has picked up and the thunderstorm has grown nearer and nearer, to the point where outside it almost you can very clearly hear the well-defined sounds of like rain on the rooftop.
On the roof. Okay. Well, a good thing it's storming, I guess, since if we do have to, for some reason, break a lock, time it with the thunder.
I'm going to
Shawshank
use...
it.
What?
Never mind. That was just a bad...
Have you never seen Shawshank Redemption?
No, I just didn't hear what he said.
Oh.
I'm going to use 3 sorcery points to regain that second spell slot.
Okay.
How many sorcery points do you have right now?
4.
Oh, okay.
Well, now I have 1.
What?
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I want to... Hold on. I forgot what my meta magic actually does. Subtle spell. Oh, that could be useful right now. But it only costs 1 sorcery point, so okay. So, I'm going to recast Alter Self, and I'm going to look like the burly man
Okay.
who is the daytime employee.
The human.
The human.
Okay.
Right. And then... minor illusion only lasts a minute, so I'm not going to cast that tattoo on your forearm
Okay.
until like we're engaging with Nora and Eden.
Mm-hmm.
Eden.
Like Garden of?
Yes.
Okay.
That's makes sense. I mean, right before I pull up my sleeve, I would say.
Did you mark the potions in your equipment, or should I?
I think you should, because I can actually heal myself.
Okay.
Doing all right there, Joe?
Mm-hmm. I'm just tired. Because I've been getting up at 6 to do Uber. So.
Okay. We could make this a 2-parter.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be up until I don't want to be up until 11 here, but I think that we're on a roll right now.
Okay. Sounds good. So you guys are ready to leave then?
Yes,
I'm all set.
Okay.
I'm just adding the potions is all.
You got a regular and a superior, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, you guys make your way through the alleys of the streets.
This is so good.
It's one of my favorite things about DMing is finding the perfect music to play. So you guys make your way through the streets, kind of dodging
Superior.
from dark corridor to dark corridor.
Superior potion isn't in here.
Really? Try superior healing potion.
Superior healing.
The word superior doesn't bring anything up.
Okay.
Interesting.
At the very least, I have it on my DM screen.
You can just tell us how many D4s it is, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh no, there it is. Add one of those, and add one of those. All right, now we.
Are you already looking? Or are you gonna shift when we get there?
I've shifted before we left. You
Okay.
with us.
That's what
Well,
was-
actually, no. I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, I'll just on the way,
Okay.
like behind an alley, I'll
Uh-huh.
shift.
Okay. So, taking on the appearance of the human male.
Did I hear him talk when he was mumbling there? That I could imitate his voice.
They weren't talking. All you saw was them covering up that sigil. So you guys come around the corner over here. This we are going to have to do, not exactly an initiative, but we do have to keep very good track of where you guys are positioning wise.
Okay.
Okay.
So like if you want to say I move 20 feet, I move 30 feet, then that's okay.
All right.
But it's not going to be like regular initiative.
If let's say we're here now, looking at the front of these storage units, do we see one of the two?
So kind of poking your eye out around the corner, you do notice one of them is kind of taking. He's trying to get out of the rain under the cover of the storage facility. Covers out maybe about 2 feet, and he's standing underneath it, kind of huddled there. The male elf is who you see.
Nora.
No, Eden.
Yes.
Nora and Eden were the names, so I was assuming that Nora was.
Sorry.
They both sound like female names.
Yeah, Nora is the dwarf.
Eden.
That's what I wrote.
Eden is the man, the elven man who is right here.
Oh,
Nora,
of course. All right, so
taking a look around, you see him just kind of like huddled up in his cloak, just kind of.
No sign of the dwarf.
Make a perception check.
14.
14.
Okay. No sign of the dwarf.
Okay. Do we approach him, or do we want to just go around and assume that we run the joint, or you run the joint?
I think we should just walk right towards the office, and
if you
don't be afraid to make eye contact.
Gotcha.
Just kind of wave.
I mean, I'll be in a.
So
I'll be following
just,
you.
Just
so.
walk like we own the place, and although
Well,
I'll
you-
also wave like, oh yeah, coworker, hey,
Gotcha.
gotta do some night work. So we're gonna make our way this way.
Okay.
Like we're going to the office.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But you're gonna
five,
own the
six.
walk. You're not gonna kind of huddle down.
No,
No,
we're
we're 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4. five,
My
six.
owning is following the person who owns the joint, basically, because I'm a customer.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so like this. Then.
Yeah, I'm basically follling him.
Okay.
So
Alright.
and then on our way by, I'm gonna look over to see if he makes eye contact, and if he does, I'm just gonna be like,
Taking a look over there, you guys both rolled decently well on your perception check. He did not seem to notice you.
okay, moving on.
Keep going.
The intention is to go right into the office.
Okay.
So
You go up to the front door and you notice that the handle is unlocked.
okay, just walk right in because this is my office.
Okay, you walk right in and you notice the dwarf is just standing there. Or, I'm sorry, sitting there, kind of kicked back on her chair on the back 2 legs of it.
Mm-hmm.
That got intense.
So what happened?
She knows.
Legs up on the desk, leaning back in the chair. You notice there are multiple keys hung up behind her where the keys on the ring used to be.
Do the keys look different from each other? Like, is it a universal situation?
If she's asleep,
Make a perception check.
if she's asleep, then maybe you could just step outside, and then I be the only face that she sees for this
In
interaction.
case you like trying to take it.
That
What'd
way,
you say?
there's less deception required.
Make a perception check.
10. No, 11.
Okay. They do look different. It's not like a skeleton key. They're all separate keys, assuming for some other purpose. But they are hanging up behind her.
Yeah, whispering so that she doesn't wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, you know what? You could just step outside, and I'm just gonna wake her up and ask for the key.
I'll
Just
stand
let her
outside
know.
right by the door as if
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you. Sure.
Exactly.
And then
Oh, here, hold out your arm. Hold
Oh.
out your arm. My minor illusion.
Sure.
Now, can that stay on him, like as he moves?
It's like for a minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then there's a certain range.
I mean, I'm
think
right
it's
next to
30
him.
feet.
But
yeah.
I'm not going to go anywhere he's not. Also, I have a backup plan.
just in case somebody
Yeah.
passes by. It's just a little
Sure.
thing. It's not like nothing
yeah.
can figure this out because he's got a temporary tattoo.
Right.
All right. So
Yeah,
he's
I would say that that's fair.
all right. So he's gonna go outside.
Sure.
I'm just gonna.
I'll do the same thing that guy did. Just kind of use whatever's
Yeah.
kind of going over it. Stay out of the rain.
All right.
I'm just gonna go over and do that thing. Have you seen Inception?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do that thing where I tip the chair back so she feels like she's falling and she wakes up.
Okay.
Can't believe it.
What are you doing here, Iago?
Sorry, Nora. I just need to get something out of the shed. I can't remember which key it is though. The one on the left back here, I left something in there earlier from the delivery.
What delivery?
The delivery that me and Ogre Girl wanted to get into. You weren't here earlier.
Make a deception check. I'm very tempted to say with disadvantage, but
I do
Because
look
you're
like
disguised as him.
Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
14.
What's going on here? You got something stashed back there I should know about.
Weren't you weren't told about you didn't see the updated inventory list?
Well, yeah, I keep an eye on those things all the time.
Well, pull it out. I'll show you.
Right. She grabs the ledger out of one of the small things and opens it up right on the table and starts flipping through everything. And she goes, right there. It's empty, like I said.
It's empty?
Yeah. What are you doing in there?
Fender's not gonna be happy that you lost the inventory for that shed. That was for a really, really, really important client.
I lost the inventory. It was marked gone by the time that you came here.
Will you just get in there? I'll wait here. You go in, see what's in there, and then you update your list.
I'm not heading out there in that rain. Here, you take it. Get on.
Fine.
She hands you the key to presumably one of the private storage sheds.
Numbskull. And walk out of the room. I look over at Cor and I go.
Starts grumbling about never liked humans.
I get to do a little flip in my fingers and be like. I walk over to this shed, which is, I'm assuming, the one that she gave me the key for, and I try the key in it.
Okay, turn the key in and take a look on the inside of it. It's completely cleared out. Couple of cobwebs, shelves, all sorts of things like that you would use for storage, but nothing that seems to be of use in here.
Did the keys all look similar?
They seem to be different. Different key for
like
each.
Noticeably different?
He made a perception check before, but you can do that as well if you want.
6.
Hard to tell.
I'm with him when he walked over here.
Yep.
Just tell her you got the wrong key. Gave you the wrong key, and then try the other one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or...
Shut up.
Hey! What's going on over here?
Eden, come on over here.
What's going on?
Does he come over?
Yeah.
Eden, what do you see in this shed?
Absolutely nothing.
That's right. There was something in here earlier. Either that or I forgot what shed I was supposed to be in. I'm sorry. I forgot something here earlier, and I must have been drunk. Came into the wrong shed. Can you grab me the key?
Drinking
for
on the
other
job
one?
again.
Look, I'm sorry, but we've all done it, okay?
Right. Well, let's get out of the bloody rain. Here, come to the office with me. Who are you?
I am the client who's looking for this missing stuff that someone is either misplaced or taken.
This is Gordon. He's he's a client. He's very important, and I'd rather not take too long explaining the backstory for this.
Right,
Time is money, people.
you
Yes,
guys
sir.
start
Yes,
to
sir. Yes, sir. It is. We know.
You, very nice. You start to make your way back in towards the office and kind of shake the rain off of you as you get inside. You do see Nora back on the inside, kind of tidying things up, acting like she wasn't totally asleep on the job a minute ago.
Nora,
What?
just wanted to make sure you're awake.
You're really starting to push my buttons here, Iago, more than normal.
Here, got the wrong key. I look over towards Eden, who I hope is grabbing the right key.
Well, any matter, why don't you head home? We can take care of him. Sir, what can I do for you?
I believe I don't want to deal with someone who was clearly asleep 2 minutes ago.
As you say that, I was actually going for the door, but I stop as you speak. Like, I was trying to look perfectly willing to just be like, yeah, good idea.
So far, the only person I see actually trying to do their job is this gentleman here. I believe I will stick with him. Could you just please give him the correct key so that I can move on with my life? And
I don't even know where it is you're going.
I don't know where you put my stuff.
I forgot which shed I put his gear in. It was the other one. I grabbed the wrong key. Will you please we don't want to lose this client. He's being very good for us, and a good paying guy. We should really just make this happen fast.
Right. Well, here. She grabs one of the keys off, tosses it over to you. Shed number 2.
Thanks. Sir, why don't you wait here? Or would you prefer to look?
I am not staying with 2 imbeciles.
I'm here. After you.
I will come with you.
I open the
and I
door
walk
for
out.
him.
Okay, and the both of you make your way out. You see both of them kind of starting to huddle over and talk at the desk.
Try the key on this door. Second shed.
The direction that they were moving to was more in one of these alleys and not that private security set.
With the crate?
Nevertheless, I asked for the key to this shed.
Okay.
Didn't I?
She handed you the key to one of these. I had misunderstood what you were asking for.
Okay.
You try your key on the door and it doesn't work.
Okay.
Damn it.
Numbskulls.
Wait. Don't bring us there yet.
Okay.
Could be that you said that I saw them go not in, but kind of in the alleyway of it.
Which alleyway?
What do you mean? Like, how does
They
like,
were going
here?
in this direction when you saw them.
Oh,
That direction?
Yes.
okay. Well, then so it's like I think they might. It looks like they were headed this way last time we saw them. So let's just try one of these in the center.
I look over my shoulder to see if they're watching us.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Aren't they right there? I mean, do I have to do a perception check if can I not see that far?
They might be trying to hide from you.
11.
Okay. You take a peek over and don't seem to see anything out of the ordinary. Couple of cracks of thunder.
Just to be sure, I'm gonna take the handle of the door and go like this, as if I just shut it, like as much as I can. Be like,
Okay.
Are you satisfied, sir?
Let's just get out. Let's just move on.
Oh, here, I'll walk you to the front gate, and we start making our way down this aisle.
Okay.
Do we know what this is?
That is a crate that's just kind of held off to the side, kind of dilapidated, a little bit broken down, but they don't seem to have another use
Not
for
the
it, so they
crate
just have
that
it
I
there to
saw.
the side. No.
Okay.
No, you can presume that was taken into one of these buildings.
Then let's walk. I guess if we were gonna try these storage units, let's walk here and just see what we see down this hall or down this road here.
Okay.
$14 perception that time.
I will use my die. No. Is the answer to that.
You inspiration? Oh yeah.
You used your inspiration just
Yeah, they were both very minimal.
All right.
You know,
Like 4.
I chose all these spells because I was like, clearly I need better combat spells. So I lost invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get knock, and
Well, I mean, you could always. But.
that's
That's
not what
you.
knock does.
Oh no.
Knock
Oh, does that unlock
Knock
doors?
unlocks doors. Actually, that might be a 3rd level spell.
I don't know.
All right. So, regardless, taking a look down your perception roll, you do notice that Eden is just kind of right around the corner.
All right, I'm gonna just act like I'm talking to you. And, be like,
And I'll
"She's
whisper
looking
to
at
him
us, yeah."
because she probably won't be able to hear us. Like,
Act like
ask her which one she gave. Which
No,
storage
just
unit.
at this point, I think we should look like we're. Did she give us the key to this? So she expects us to try that door.
Or one of the
She
doors.
gave you the key to a building she called 2,
That could
but
be
you
one
can't
of these
see
two.
any type of markers.
I
So it
assume
could be this one or this
I
one.
assume this one since the office is probably in building 1.
All right. So I just go over and I look over at Eden
Okay.
as I put the key in the lock, and turn it.
She gave us a weird look.
The door opens, and you make your way inside.
And I let him walk in first.
I walk
as
in?
I'm still watching Eden, like, what?
And then I
All right.
whisper behind me to tell him to close the door behind us
Okay. So you close the door behind you.
and lock it.
Close it. And
Lock it?
And lock it.
Okay. Close the door and lock it. And on the inside, you see all sorts of things scattered about, miscellaneous bits of storage and all sorts of things along those lines.
Can I make a
That's
just
a statue.
general, if I look,
I'm going to
sort of, I don't know if this is investigation or not.
Can I do another minor illusion real quick?
Yeah.
I'm going to make a sizable enough that it might be a deterrent or distracting at least pile of manure, like dog poop,
Okay.
just kind of in front but to the side of the door.
Sure.
We're inside, by the way.
I'm kind of hoping that would like deter her, and I'm gonna add a smell to it as well. I'm hoping that it'll like deter her if she wants to follow.
Not to the point where she notices a pile of crap just popped up out of nowhere.
Like not just if it's like, never mind.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll be enough, but
Sure.
minor illusion.
All right.
I look around. So I see my stuff. I see a chest, I assume.
Yeah, you take a look around. This room is filled mostly with crates, other pieces of furniture. There's a large cart, wagon,
Stand over here.
all sorts of miscellaneous things. You take a look in the back, and making your way around. Is one of you kind of keeping an eye on the door, or both of you making your way in?
You keep an eye, because I know what my stuff looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stand by the door, and if it tries to be open, then I'll just open it and be like, what?
Okay. All right. So, Corey, you make your way into the chest near the back, and you do
Where
see.
did this come from? Was that there before?
No, I dropped that.
There's a gargoyle all of a sudden.
No.
They
but-
built it overnight.
Corey, you make your way to the back and start to investigate this chest, and this does seem to be roughly the same size as the one that you saw them carrying in before.
Okay.
Excuse me. And on it is the same marking of the Way of the Sacred Stone that you'd recognized before.
Okay. Would it be big enough for me to assume that, like, my stuff could be in this crate?
Quite possibly.
Okay. I try
It's
to
like
open it.
Legend of Zelda. Open it up.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay. So, you open the chest up and you look inside, and it's kind of dark, so you take a look in, and then all of a sudden, you hear and it slams shut on you.
Sorry,
On me?
I
Like,
can't
with my
create a
hand in it?
smell.
Yes.
I can't create a smell with the thing, just for note.
Oh.
Okay.
So my arm is now trapped in the
Your
chest.
arm is now trapped. You notice that there are many teeth starting to emerge from the side of the chest,
Did I just get mimicked?
and I need you to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Me too.
Yep, both of you.
I silently grunt, trying not to scream. Oh, cool. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
I rolled a 15.
All right. So, firstly, I need to roll to hit you. What is your AC right now?
My AC right now is a 12.
Okay.
So I'm wearing weak-ass leather armor.
All right.
If it kills me in one go, he's so mad.
All right. I need you to. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Yes. So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
And your arm is stuck inside of this beast, this monstrosity that's just clamped down on you.
I would be considered grappled.
You are grappled.
Okay. Ow.
And now,
That's not what I actually say, but
and I believe Caxus, it's your turn after this, right?
he
I
rolled higher than me, so yes.
Rolled higher than him.
Yep. So, it's your move.
Okay, I make my way over. Let me see.
Now I can go back to that battle.
5, 10, 15,
Yeah, you can make it
20, 25.
30. 30 is your limit, isn't it?
30 is my limit, but the next step is half movement, so...
What about... Oh,
I was here.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15...
That is a large
25,
cart that's
20,
blocking your
25.
way.
What is that?
Yep.
Okay, so I
this is
gotta-
all stuff that you'd have to go around, and that is considered...
You were standing here.
rough
5,
terrain.
You were-
I moved
you were standing
yeah.
here.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Did you beat it? Awesome.
I can't get back to
This would be as much as I
That-
can move.
Okay.
instant messaging thing. What'd you need?
There's a sticky note in my wallet. Could you hand it to me?
Whereabouts is it?
Should just be in that main pouch. It's like folding in half.
I should
Is
be
it a
able to
yellow
cast...
sticky
I should be able to
Oh,
cast
thank you.
sleep without hitting him, right?
In theory.
Don't roll a natural one.
I'm gonna cast Sleep at 2nd level.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for this, Chris.
Oh, I forgot to cast Alter
You'll ask
Self
your
too.
to remind me.
So 5d8, 2d8. I need to roll 7d8.
Okay. Holy crap! For what?
Sleep.
Okay.
Does it cause damage?
No,
There's
it's
no
a
D8.
it's a tricky spell. Can I use a couple?
Oh,
of
and
these?
it has to do with something like how much health it has.
Yeah, because I don't know how much health it has, so I'm just hitting it hard. So just 5d8. Wow.
That's a 4. Let's roll again.
Yeah. So 16.
Yep. And then one more, I think.
No, 3 more. Cast it at 2nd level.
So I'm gonna start watching reviews
Oh.
for that.
Makes it
I'm gonna
5d8.
start watching reviews. for
Remember
that.
16,
16.
20,
Yep.
26,
34.
34. So 34 is the total count. Thank you for the dice.
Yep.
Okay.
This one's
Starting with the creature that has the lowest hit points. The range is 90 feet. The area is 20 feet. So I'm trying to cast it in such a way that it would only hit him.
That's. If it's a
I'll-
area
I'll-
of 20 feet, then he's gonna have to save for it if it applies to him.
Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points.
It could be me.
How much HP do you have?
I have 21 hit points.
That's less.
You just knocked my ass out. This is like the dentist's office.
How are we going to do this without being meta? Can't I choose a 20 foot point within range that would only affect him and not him?
I can't see a way that you could do that. In a small enclosed place like this,
You
where
know
you're
what?
both in the corner.
Yolantha said she wanted some chaos.
Oh god.
I already used Tides of Chaos and I just cast a spell. So something
Fire
happens.
away. What?
Your choice of music.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
If I can play Metal Gear music at any point, it's going to be during the stealth mission.
so starting with I had 34 total, right?
Yes.
So here's how this works. Starting,
Did you just kill me, by the way?
no, creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range
Okay.
are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
That you choose within
That I
range?
choose
Oh,
within
then it
range.
just affects Mimic.
Okay, I'm affecting the mimic.
Okay, perfect.
Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. Creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected. So 34 is
Minus
does that?
his hit points, right?
Well, his hit points
He hasn't
minus
taken
30.
any damage yet.
Right. So is his remaining hit points equal to or less than 34?
You cast the spell, and in a mist of fog, you start to notice Korzai's getting a little watery, but you can't tell if that's from the spell or from his arm being bitten, and the Mimic is still just ravaging him.
Shoot. Okay. Well, I used a 2nd level spell to slot to find out that he has more than 34 hit points left.
But is he asleep?
Nope, he's not asleep. And I need a Wild Magic Surge table, which I don't think is in D&D Beyond. So
Really?
it's...
Do you have the D&D Beyond app?
Oh, it is in there. Wow, D&D Beyond.
Oh, you.
It's got the whole
If only
table.
your app had character profiles.
Alright, so something's got to happen randomly here.
What's this fog you're talking about?
This sleep spell.
This
Oh,
spell.
okay.
It's an area of effect,
Got you.
but he chose to not affect you.
Cool. So I'm crying because my arm's being hit. Essentially, so what's happening. If you kill me, Joe.
I get 4 years older.
Okay. Do you get taller?
Just 4 years older.
How old were you?
Pretty young. Not gonna die in 4 years.
Did you
So-
not have a specific age?
So,
I do have a specific age, and now I've got to change it.
so here's the thing: you're still
in the-
disguised.
it's in the
You
description.
don't really know what happened to you, but your back starts to hurt a little bit.
I mean, I only got 4 years older. I mean, I suppose
little
if this
bit more.
happens a lot, I could die of old age from one spell.
All right, so the Mimic rises up and tries to go at you again.
Do I not get
Wait
a
minute,
Turn?
He surprised you the first one. That was his
Yeah,
attack.
hold on, I'm not done.
Oh, is he next on the list.
I
got
was
you.
I was
Okay.
27 years old. Now I'm 31.
Perfect. Attack.
Oh, you're older than me.
That was my. Hey! I'm not done yet.
What? Okay.
That was my action. That was
Oh.
my movement and action. I have bonus action.
Oh, all right.
Oh, the only bonus action I have is Misty Step. So I'm not going to do that. So that is my turn.
Okay. So he's going to attack. Because you're being grappled, he has advantage on this attack. Which is good because you just rolled a 1. And he does attack you again, unfortunately. This time, it's going to do... Four points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of acid damage.
So 7.
Yep.
Okay.
All of my attacks are fire. Like they're all fire damage. I'm gonna set
Good thing
everything
he's
ablaze.
trying to kill the healer.
Okay, Cora, it is now your turn. You're considered grappled.
Oh, not all of them.
Your speed becomes 0.
Okay.
You can end the effect if you can break out of it with either a athletics or an acrobatics check, your choice. But it has a DC that you're going to have to beat. Unless you have any kind of spell
That's what I'm looking at.
mumbo jumbo, you're stuck there. Caxless, it's going to be your turn right after this. Joe?
I just realized I had thaumaturgy, which unlocks. It doesn't unlock doors. It opens doors. All right. What have you got, Cor?
I am...
It is your turn next, by the way.
Yes.
Okay. I will cast... As a bonus action, I will cast Shield of Faith so that I, for the next 10 minutes, will have +2 to my AC.
Okay. Making it...
Making it 14.
Okay.
And then I will use... Where is it? It's not under spells.
Did I not recharge the magic missile when I took the long rest?
As an action, I will use my 15...
That's as much as
No.
I recharged.
I will use... What did I have to make? An acrobatics or an athletics?
Your choice.
No. I will use my lay on hands on myself,
Okay.
because I don't want to die. And I will use... How much do I have? 14... What's 14 plus 12? 26?
Mm-hmm.
I will use 12 of those points. And since I don't get any movement, I believe that's going to be it. I can't do much.
Did you not try to break out?
I will not probably break out. What kind of DC would that be?
He's not going to tell you.
He's
Try
gonna
it.
Tell me.
You-
Okay.
you don't
well, I
have-
can't anymore. I already
You don't
used
have
that.
good dex, or
No. I have a +1 on my dex.
well, what about your athletics?
That's all still dex.
Yeah, but you can do athletics or acrobatics. One is dex and one is strength.
Oh, really?
Athletics is strength.
Athletics is +2.
Generic D&D battle music now.
Actually, I liked what you had going on there.
That? Okay.
Well,
we'll do some more Metal Gear.
You should try.
It's not
If
thematic,
you fail,
but
you're
it's
no
good.
worse than you're off now.
Well, I'd be closer to death.
No, if you fail to break out, then your turn just ends. Or you could just end your turn and not even try. But you
Right,
should at
but
least
if
try.
I use... But isn't an action to break free?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
what else are you going to use your action for?
I'd use it to heal myself.
He just uses
Oh, I
light
thought that
hands.
was bonus action.
No, I did +2 to my AC from my bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I will
good.
try next time. Yeah, I'm good.
Cashless.
Okay, I quickly pull out the wand and I cast with 2 charges because I want to save the one. I don't want to do that whole. I don't want to use the last one. I'm going to spend 2 charges, meaning I'm going to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that is going to be.
Did your charges not reset at a long rest?
That's 4d4.
They don't all reset. It's a roll,
Oh,
and
okay.
it didn't fully recharge. So it's 4d4
If you're using it as
if I'm using a
second
second level.
Okay.
So can I
Oh,
use
yeah.
2 more there? Okay. This is right at the mimic or the thing.
Mimic.
Yeah.
One.
3, 7, 11 points of damage.
Okay. And it hits him pretty good. In fact, I think.
Oh crap! Is it gonna hit me too? Because I'm grappled.
No, it specifically hits him.
Okay.
Okay. It does not break his grasp.
Oh, I see.
It is the Mimic's turn again. He's
Okay.
going to attack you. And he does have advantage because he's still grappling you.
Right.
That's cocked.
Wait a minute. Nope, sorry.
You good?
Take another 6 points of damage.
You rolled more than a 14?
He got a 19.
Oh,
Plus
God.
stuff.
6 points?
Yes.
Okay.
4 piercing, 2 as the acid starts to seep into your blood.
Crap.
And
Alright.
it's your turn again.
Okay, I will use my action to try to break free using athletics.
Okay.
Wish I still had my inspiration. That is a 6!
Did you use your inspiration?
I did.
Okay. Fortunately, he
Okay.
holds on there. Do you have any bonus actions you can use?
I'm checking now.
If you have a potion, you can use it on yourself as
I
a bonus action.
do not.
Okay.
Okay, I did do something as a bonus action, but it was just a sorcery point thing.
My shield of faith goes away because you attacked me, because it's a concentration spell.
No, you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And it's Constitution beat to 10.
Wow, that was unfortunate that it rolled back. Oh wait, I have a modifier. Lol.
To your Constitution, isn't it bad?
Lol, -1. Yeah, I lost the spell, but I'll recast it as my bonus action.
There you go. Bam. Mark it down. And Caxlos, it's your turn again.
Okay, I'm going to throw caution to the wind because I've got nothing else left. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna come up. So can I stand on this bench
Yeah.
thing? I'm gonna put my hand right so close because I don't want to burn him.
Technically, it's open because my arm's in the way, right?
Yep.
I feel like if I do this, I'm gonna burn you.
That's fair. Oh, wait, you're telling me this.
You're okay with that?
As long as you don't, as long as you
Do
don't,
it!
As long as you don't give me 20 points of damage.
Well,
Metagaming, sorry, didn't mean to.
I don't think I can do that much.
Okay.
I guess I won't do too high of a level.
Just don't kill me.
I'm gonna cast a level 1 Burning Hands, which would hit both of them.
Okay.
So
Let's make a saving throw.
Dex saving throw.
The burning hands is like the cone.
It's a cone, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Also, his arm is basically in my main target, so
Yeah.
I don't know how he wouldn't get hit.
What do I need to save?
15.
I fail.
Okay.
I have 12.
You also have disadvantage on that being grappled.
Well,
Well,
you
either way,
can't
I
fail
fail
any
already.
more than you would fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for future reference, though, go ahead and roll.
Shoot. 6 fire damage.
Okay.
Total. So you would take 6. If the chest saved, then he would take
3.
All right. So,
and then I cast sleep once again.
okay. So you do your burning hands, and then the chest mimic, it screams in agony, still latching onto your arm, but the fire seemed to be effective.
Is it still up after that?
Oh, it's very much still up.
Okay, as a bonus action, I'm using Quicken Spell,
Okay.
which is I don't know why this is more of a monk thing, but
I like it. I don't care. This is great.
I am using a feature Quicken Spell, which is it takes 2 sorcery points to use. Quicken Spell, I can cast a spell that would be an action as a bonus action. Yeah. So,
Can you cast 2 spells in one turn?
well, I used an action to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
And then I'm using Quicken Spell,
Which is a feature,
which is a feature,
not a spell.
Got it.
to cast Sleep as a bonus action.
Do it up.
And I'm going to cast Sleep at 2nd level.
Okay.
Because
Which
I
is
know
again
too many
target specific,
idiots.
right?
Yes.
I'm doing it target specific. So I need, again, 7d8. I'm going to try to put this thing to sleep. Okay, so we've got 6, 10, okay, 15
15.
plus 12, 27 plus 4, 31 this time.
Okay.
31. Does it exceed his remaining HP? If so, he is unconscious. It is unconscious.
So you cast your foggy sleep effect again, and the mimic just
Does he let go of his arm?
mouth still open, kind of like resting on there. But your
Like Jurassic,
arm is
like King Kong when he messes with the jaw of the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
yeah. But you're able to kind of
I can wiggle it
get
out.
it right out of there.
Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends 1 minute from now. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake.
Okay.
So
Well, I'm not gonna.
don't.
Would that include? Do mimics
Just- can
actually
you just,
have
like-
stuff in them,
Carefully take your arm out.
or do I have to discover this? Do you know?
Do you
this?
feel anything?
Well,
in
did
there?
I? Yeah, that's another thing. Did I feel anything while I was actually like
Apart
just
from
in
your
there the
arm-
whole time?
Apart from your arm going slightly numb, yes, feeling around, you do seem to feel what feels like. Make a perception check.
That was a lot of spells spent on this second.
Natural 20, baby.
All right, you
Woo.
felt cloth inside of there, you felt stone inside of there, and you felt parchment inside of there.
I'm
Cloth,
gonna
parchment.
tiptoe my way back to the door.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cloth,
just,
parchment, and what?
Stone.
Stone.
I'm gonna just open the door, expecting to see Nar there, and I'm just gonna do like this.
Before
Okay.
I would like to.
And
Just open it with a dull expression, right? Because I'm expecting her to stand there.
It's hinges, mouth, jaw. It's just like slack right now, right? So subtle
Yes.
movements isn't gonna wake it up if I just kind of.
I do need to have you make a sleight of hand check if you're going to do that. Just because it's asleep doesn't mean that it's, like, unconscious.
No, it is unconscious.
It is unconscious.
It specifically says it's unconscious.
Okay. So, you open it right up. And inside you see a set of robes, 2 sets of robes, 2 stone masks in the shape of a gargoyle's face, and also a piece of parchment as well.
So grab all of it. Get over here.
So, while this is happening, you open the door, and you're correct. You do
Oh,
see...
by the way, is anything burning before I do
So
that?
my stuff's not there.
Your stuff is not in that chest.
Mother Young Lantha did want some chaos.
I'm just saying. But I'm still looking for my
But
stuff.
when I cast Burning Hands, anything wooden or flammable
While whatever's
ignites.
happening right now, I would just like to keep looking around. Having picked that up, just look around for my stuff, basically.
It was directly in the corner, but it is a wooden building.
As much as possible, I'll use Thaumaturgy to
Quell the flames
Quell
a
the
little
flames.
bit. Okay, I think that's fair. Before anything catches too much, but there is definitely some noticeable smoke going on, collecting inside of the facility.
maybe I won't open the door then.
Okay.
Yeah,
I would like to
I go back over here.
look for and see if my stuff's still here. And I share that information with him.
All right.
Oh,
So
beautiful. Stash that in your equipment.
So, you take the robes, you take the masks, you take the...
The 2 robes same or distinguishedly different?
The 2 robes are the same, but they both bear the symbol of the cult.
Okay. Is it the robes that the monks were wearing when they kidnapped me off the edge of the river?
The same style, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Caxos, as you go to the door, you hear the sound of, like, fumbling around with it, and you hear it trying to attempt to get it open, and you
Okay.
hear an angry grumble walking off in the other direction.
I still look like the dwarf, right? Because I didn't cast any concentration. I didn't take any damage.
You look like a human.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna open the door and just be like, "What? What do you want? How many times are you gonna disturb this client?
What's he doing in there? They're not supposed to be in the facilities.
You gave us the key so he could check his crap."
Fine. Get your things, get your business done, get out.
We're trying to, and you keep bothering us. You're why we have so few clients. Shut the door.
Yo.
All right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have a bad talk tomorrow.
Do you want me to do some sort of a check for that, or?
Considering that you slammed the door before you can have a chance to react, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Okay. I continue to look around.
But you do start to hear the sounds of footsteps going off in the direction of the office.
Okay. I would like to just, if we can, just like a full sweep for my stuff. Just for my sword, my...
Wait, was that Nora or Eden at the door?
That was Eden at the door.
Oh.
The elf.
Whoops. Okay. So I stand by what I said.
Yeah, so I'd like to make a full sweep, just like a sweep for my stuff and make sure...
I would like to assist.
Make an investigation check. Both of you, or one with advantage.
Oh, God.
Do you want advantage or do you want my roll before you find out what it is?
Let me just see what my modifier is. Investigate. I would like... I don't know if it's good or not. What's your roll?
It's 15.
Okay, yeah, good. Mine was 7.
15.
Unfortunately, you don't seem to find any traces of his things. Most of the things that you see inside of there are more utility pieces, wagons, things like you'd see in an establishment, not personal belongings.
Okay, well, first things first. You said there was venom or something going into my arm?
There was acid going into it, but you were just taking acid damage. You're not actually poisoned.
Okay. I guess I will use, just in case, the remaining 3 points of my lay on hands on me. You didn't get hurt, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, just make sure I mark off all my points.
Okay, so what's the plan?
My stuff isn't here. Why isn't it here?
Could be in another room.
Fuck.
Should we just abandon ship at this point? I mean, they're starting to... I feel like we might be pushing our luck.
I would like, and you let me know if this is possible, I would like to attempt an assistance from Erebos.
Do you have anything that allows you to speak with him?
No, because it's with my stuff. If we're talking about my focus.
Your spellcasting focus is there?
My paladin focus, yeah.
Okay. Make a religion check.
Okay. Please tell me I'm at least proficient in that.
I'm going to
God.
need to wrap up pretty soon.
Yeah, that's a 5. That didn't help.
Okay. Unfortunately not. No.
Okay.
What do we want to do? I mean, we could go back and wash, rinse, repeat, and try for another place, but I feel like we're pushing our luck at this point.
Did we actually open this door?
Yeah, this one was empty. This one was... Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't.
We just slammed the door shut.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still have that key?
I've got the key for this door.
Did he give that key back for this one?
No.
Or for
this one, it's back.
You never
in the
had
office.
this one.
I have the key for this one. It's back in the office.
Okay.
I have the key for this room that we're in right now.
Is there anything else in the room that would pique our that would stand out?
When we did look, did we find
Yeah.
anything like?
Not particularly, no.
I think just to be safe, we should come back. Figure something else out.
So like, call it quits for tonight.
For tonight, I think that we've pushed our luck.
All right. Well, I have one idea. You're just gonna have to. Will you just follow me on this one?
Sure.
All right. So I'm going to act as if I'm an employee.
What I will say is that when you looked through here, you could be fairly sure that your things were not inside of that room.
Okay.
So we know that these two rooms do not have
And this.
anything. And this one.
Yes.
So this one is very possible.
What is this?
That's just the grassy area around
Okay.
it.
We haven't looked in either of these two, but this is the most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, the thing is, they brought a crate with the symbol
That way.
somewhere this way, so it could be here. Could
I
be
have
here.
one thought. So I'm going to walk him out, escort him out again, and come back down through here.
Mm-hmm.
And Do I see them looking at me? Okay. As we come back down here, I want to check out this crate.
Okay.
Push it aside. I'm like, here, help me with this.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Both or just him?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
Just do a general investigation check.
17.
Okay.
I'm rolling high tonight.
What you do notice, there doesn't seem to be anything off about the crate, but what you do notice is that right above you, where you normally expect to hear the pitter-patter sound of rain going, it sounds like it's almost raining on the inside of the building, as if there's something wrong with the patchwork of the roof.
If we stood on the crate, how tall is the building?
Building's probably about 15 foot tall.
Okay. Does it look climbable?
One way to try.
You go
I climb.
first.
Okay.
What is that, acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics. But if you're assisting, then you might be able to help.
Oh yeah, boost me up. Although I'm bigger than you, do you want me to boost you up?
Why don't you boost me up?
Okay. So what do I just roll with it as an assist?
I roll. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I rolled an 8.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
So, two of you working together, you're actually able to heave him up and over the side. Inside of this particular area, you do see another large set of many different things.
So there's no roof?
Can you pull me up?
There's a small hole in the roof where something seemed to have collapsed.
Oh.
Like a little crawl in so you can like get in there?
Yep.
Can you pull me up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're able to reach down and grab him and
Okay.
kind of pull him right up.
Use my good arm.
Do you have a bad arm?
Yes.
Oh god.
And the both of you,
It's the one I always cast my spells with.
Oh, okay.
so the both of you are inside of here. This particular one has all sorts of different things inside of it. Large tables, all sorts of crates, kegs, and sorts of things like that. There are two chests inside of here. Core, one of them seems to grab your attention. As you're kind of looking around at the inside of this particular area, you're looking for the things. Core, you've had your sight fixated on one particular chest in the corner. As you take a look at it, it seems to be emanating with this kind of like almost smoke rising out over the sides of it.
I let my curiosity take me over and walk over.
You kind of walk over and you approach this chest and you kind of feel your fingers grasping it, and it seems to be a little heavier than normal, and you're able to throw the lid over, and all of a sudden all sorts of strange purple tentacles start to emanate from the inside of it,
Music.
piercing through you
Oh!
inside of you. What you notice, Caxilus, is that Core has just been like pierced by these smoky tendrils of pure purple light that have just entered into his body.
I'm checking.
What do I...
You see darkness.
Okay.
Darkness, purple haze. And all of a sudden you hear a voice. Mortal One, you have released me from my slumber. For this, you will be rewarded.
Are you multi-classing as a warlock?
What is your name?
Name is Core.
We shall do great things together. I shall grant you power, ceaseless power. In return, I ask of your assistance. And you start to see this kind of like purple haze kind of emanating all around you, starting to take the shape of like sort of tendrils all around, kind of like forming around you.
Are you multi-classing?
I let it do what it's
It
doing.
starts to kind of wave one out in front of you.
I grab it. I like reach out to it.
And you start to feel it coursing through your veins. You start to look down, and your blood starts to fill with this purple energy coursing through your body. I have many needs, but you'll know when I need your aid. Here's an example of your reward. And you're back all of a sudden. this massive headache around you, and all you can hear is you start to speak to yourself. And
Does he hear me? I'm
thinking
saying his name.
in your head, so painful. And you start to hear him in your mind. You hear his thoughts.
Ow. Oh, that hurts.
Can I talk back to him in my mind?
You could try.
I try to say, how are you doing that in my mind?
Nothing.
How are you doing that vocally?
Oh my god. What? Say that out loud.
I could hear you.
Can you?
I can hear you now, but like I could hear you without you talking. Without you talking.
Okay, well, let me try. I mind. I think this.
Mind talk again.
Okay.
Wong has an alcohol problem.
You channel the innermost parts of your mind, and it almost feels like something has been unlocked inside of it. And through this, you're able to channel this thought that Wong has an alcohol problem. And you feel it starting to leave from your consciousness, and you can feel it almost being separated out of your mind.
And
Wong has an alcohol problem.
I think.
Okay.
God, my head hurts.
I'm just because it's kind of weird coming from you. I don't comment with like the duh that's in my mind.
Well, I can't hear it.
So I say duh in my mind.
Oh god.
Are you okay?
I think I just kind of check myself.
You
make
look like
sure.
you were impaled.
As
What do you mean?
you start to get a little bit closer, Caxilus, you do start to notice, as he's starting to look at you and you get your dark vision a little closer to him, you start to notice one of his eyes glowing with a purple energy.
All right.
My other
what
eyes
did you?
read, by the way.
All right. What did you? What was that?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I don't know. I saw a chest. I thought maybe my stuff's in there. I'm miming walking over there, audio. And I opened it, and then dark. I thought and then I saw this purple thing just reach out to me, and I shook what I assumed was a handshake. And then I kind of woke up, and now you're looking at me like you're being judgy.
Well, I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff, so weird stuff like this doesn't seem impossible to me, but I also know when I hold up my withered hand, I also know when to not touch these types of things.
Mm-hmm. Did you say I was impaled?
You looked like you were impaled. Your eyes a bit messed up, too.
Do I have is there anything reflective, like a puddle because there's a hole in the roof or something?
I do a minor illusion to show what his face looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not a mirror.
I just try to.
It's not a mirror,
Yeah.
but this is what you look like.
I just try to do
Still there.
kind of gesturing. Is it going away?
Still there, plus that was your good eye that you were rubbing. So here's what I saw. I get in, fumble around, turn around, you get impaled by smoke, and then you said stuff in your mind that I could hear.
Can you still hear me? And I try it, but just.
Can you still hear me?
I just try to think of something. I don't know if he can hear me.
Do I hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turn that off
I'm
because I
trying to
don't
talk
think
to you,
I'm
too.
okay with that if I can't turn this off.
Oh, that's gross. Just knock it off.
And I kind of just collect myself, and hopefully to the point where I get some kind of control of and then I just do a test to think of something without transferring it over. And I say test.
So you kind of collect yourself and try and figure out the powers inside of you now. And it does seem that you do have some control over this ability. Not everything that you're thinking is being transferred, just what you wish.
Okay. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay, good.
No, I didn't.
Well, I don't think this is the best place to investigate this. I'm going to try the other chest.
Okay.
Wait.
Or do you want to try the other chest?
I'd like to check the other chest.
All right, check the other chest before I
Actually,
make that mistake again.
Let's be careful this
Okay,
time.
okay.
That's the second chest that's given you trouble.
Was there
today.
anything in the chest, by the way, that I opened?
Yes. There definitely was something there, Core.
I mean, like, physical.
No.
Okay.
Mage hand is what we use to open chests.
I don't have
That's
that.
why I have this.
Okay, well, I don't know you.
Alright, look, I can do this. Watch.
All right.
I use mage hand to open the other chest, or try to anyway.
Flies right open. And take a look inside, and your belongings are there.
Hey!
Hey, see what good magic mage
Kind of
hand
wish
is?
I went to that chest first, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I kind of wonder what... I think that we should, like, use this and refer to the hand. We should start using this more often. You've had trouble. We've had 3 chests today, and 2 of them caused a lot of trouble for you.
That's, you know, you're not wrong.
I kind of forgot that I had this, though, so that's sort of on me, too.
Look,
First, you just went for the chest,
you
man.
got lessons to learn. Learned them. And now I know you got this thing.
I don't know what other
Magic
ramifications are going to
magic
happen
open
from
door
this
button.
thing. Like, you got impaled by smoke. How do I know that this
Yeah,
is...
that I don't remember.
Alright, well, I
pretty
guess we'll
foggy.
just find out if something happens.
Anyway, I
Crazy
grab
stuff.
my sword. Grab my stuff.
Yep, grab all of your things, and you're able to unlock the door from here.
Oh, from the inside.
Yep, unlock the door from the inside. And then open your door out. Open the door on the way out. Is there
I just
anything
wanna
else you
say-
guys want to do before you head
I
back?
quickly want to
was
put my
there-
boots on
was there
because
any-
I've been barefoot the whole time, by the way.
Is there any studded leather armor in here?
There was mine.
Make an investigation check.
I put that on too, by the way. Or actually, no, let's save it for them.
15. I like this D20. I guess it let me use.
For the sake of it, yes, you do find some stud leather armor among the other various things inside.
Is there just like equipment? Is this like an equipment storage facility, essentially?
There seems to be a small pile of equipment, and the thing that you found your area in, there was also a short sword, a small crossbow, and a small pouch.
Pouch?
Mm-hmm.
What was in the pouch? Mage hand.
So, mage hand, the pouch seems to be a small stash of gold.
Oh, I'll take that.
I did
Right
a
up there.
quick sweep because I'm so squishy. I just want to be like, I'm just looking for like a small shield.
Unfortunately, not
No
so
shield.
much.
No problem. We can
Anything
buy
that we can do to cause a bit more chaos as we leave.
We can start a fire.
Well, then they might get suspicious.
You
Plus,
know
it's
what?
raining.
You're no. Ooh. We can cause some confusion.
How so?
My boots have a speciality.
Oh?
And basically,
I mean, I could cause something random to happen, but I might just get older.
I can cause some deception.
All right.
My boots have the ability to leave tracks that are not necessarily mine or shaped like mine.
Oh, I like this.
So as we walk away,
What are you going to?
I leave behind the tracks of, it has to be a humanoid my size.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make, oh god. And I'm gonna make them how big are goblins? They're tiny, aren't they?
Hobgoblin?
Are they human size?
Hobgoblins are bigger.
They're big, they're like my size, basically. We'll
Like a
hob-
reptilian foot.
They have
kinda.
they don't have human feet.
Yeah, they don't have human feet. They have like big, almost like paws.
Let's go hobgoblin footprints.
Let's add even more. There's nobody out to see out here.
Not that you can tell.
Okay, like as we're running, let's do some make some chaos noise and then disappear as we're running away. Let's shout loud.
Are we going
enough
this
to,
way?
like, oh man, the hobgoblins are stealing the organ. You know, and then just get out and just
Alright.
see what happens.
Which way are we
So
going?
you guys make your way out.
We were just going to
Oh, my ear!
we're going straight to
My
Mother
ear!
York.
So
I'll put a minor illusion of a severed ear on the ground too. Along with footprints.
I can
Alright.
Van Gogh it, or you can just commit.
So
Just kidding.
you guys steal your way back into the shadows of the alleyway, and you do hear one of the elven guard male come up and start looking around and just, whose footprints are these? And start freaking out. And
I'm gonna just real quick cast thaumaturgy.
To open all the windows. No, just kidding. Sorry.
No,
windows.
I was gonna make like a hobgoblin roar
Oh.
sound.
I gotta get my sword. And he starts off in the other direction.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Well, we can't go this way. We have to go the other way.
It's just grass.
Oh. For some reason, I keep thinking this is like
Let's get out of
a
here.
cove. We're running away
Did you
from
get-
the.
All right, and you guys make your way off into the night.
Do we go back to we kind of don't go straight to Yolanta's, but we kind of
Through
make
the
sure
back
we're
ways
not
we make
followed.
back over
You're
there.
you're able to make your way back with relative
On-
safe knowledge.
Halfway there,
that you
I make sure
not
to
trail.
switch my boot prints back to normal so that it doesn't look like there's a hobgoblin
I-
straight to Yolanta's.
I left my leather armor there, and I'm switching to the studded leather.
Okay, sounds
I'm
good.
gonna switch everything.
Joe, roll a d20 real quick.
Ooh. Oh god, did you use wild magic or something?
5 gold pieces in that pouch.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, I kept forgetting to roll. Hold on. I think I cast like 3 spells in there. Okay. Just for the sake of it. No, alright. So even if I had cast 4, none of these were 1. So no more
Okay.
wild magic surge. Okay.
All right.
did you purposely give yourself that handicap?
It's part of the sorcerer class. You
Oh,
can
it's- you
choose
can't-
draconic ancestry or wild magic.
Oh, okay.
But I could avoid it. Like, I could be careful.
Mhm.
I'm just not.
Gotcha.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye.